Hi, this is May. Welcome to Always Worshipper, my brand new YouTube channel. Here I tend to, channel messages that go on with my regular life. I've been working on intuition exercises and throat chakra opening exercises for the past month, I think. And ever since I started to get messages from the universe, like signs everywhere about, things that go on with the energy. So for a few months now, I've thought about opening this channel, and I'm just getting the first channel messages out there. Remember that all these readings are timeless, meaning that if you find me like, in 3 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, it's probably because it's meant to be that way. Remember that energy works that way too. It's timeless. Sometimes energy crosses the limits of time and space, meaning that you can find this information from anywhere or watch it at any time, as long as it resonates with you. That's kind of the purpose of it. So it's kind of late here. It's 10:30. And I had a pretty busy day. But before I go to bed, I wanted to get this message out. I don't know if I'll upload the reading as soon as I finish, or I'll do it tomorrow morning. But that's kind of what I'm feeling like. I have to get this before I go to bed, so that's what I'm doing here. What I wanted to channel today is a song. Let me search for it. Just hold on. But in the meantime, if you want to follow me, you can do that on Instagram. I have my Instagram account. It's called, the is @always worshipper, same as the channel. Or you can subscribe if you like what you're about to watch, or if you have watched any of my previous videos. I thank you for that, for the views, for the likes, the comments, anything you do to connect with this energy. I really appreciate it, because it creates an energetic link, but also because it helps the channel grow. That's kind of the idea too. So thank you for that. So what I wanted to talk about today is, parenthesis, for context. Last weekend on Sunday, Green Day was in Bogota. They opened here their South American tour. They had a show in Peru last night, if I'm not mistaken. But I went to that show, and it was amazing. It was everything. I'm sorry. I waited to see Green Day live for years. They have been in Colombia for a couple of times, but I couldn't watch them live before, so it was my first time. And I cried and I yelled and I sang all the songs that I knew. I don't know them all, but the ones that I knew I did. I sang them. I jumped, and it was raining the whole thing. That was really auspicious about that show. I think it's really magical at some point, because the day was relatively it was a good weather. I don't know, it was really sunny during the afternoon, and at the night it wasn't that cold, but in the last hour prior to the show, some clouds started to get around the venue. It doesn't have roof, so it was open air. So, and as soon as the band came onto stage, it started raining. It was pouring rain, and it stopped. It finished raining when the show was over. So it was really amazing. I was watching videos from Peru. I don't know how their experience was. I hope it was really good. But for the Bogota show, the Colombian people who went to watch them, and probably from other countries nearby that came here to watch them, It was fantastic, and I love Billie Joe Armstrong. That is the most beautiful man in the world. Uh, but anyway, during the show, they played this song that they haven't played. I think it was since 2013, if I'm not mistaken. But let me confirm that right away because I have the set list, um, like at hand, and so let's watch. When was the last time they played that song? It was, let me see. I think I have to check it on myself. Oh, uh, the cell phone where I'm recording, but let me do something to see what I can find. Uh, 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 uh. Uh, uh, uh. Hmm. Okay, let me hold on. Green Day Inc. I think that's the Instagram. But anyway, that show was amazing. I just can't get over it because for me, I grew up listening to Green Day in my teenage years. It was a little bit of the tip of when I started becoming a rocker when it comes to music. Because before that, I used to hear like really different music than rock. So Green Day has a lot of meaning for me growing up, and I know that's the case for many people in the world. So it was fantastic. I just can't get over it. I can't stop smiling every time I think about it because it was so great. But what I was trying to say is that this song, what the last time it was played, it was a first full performance, live performance since 2013. We're talking about 12 years ago. So I found it really special when it comes to that song. The song name is Missing You, and I believe that's part of the energy. Wait, hold on, I have to check on something. I'll be back soon. Hi, I'm back. So sorry, I had to check on something before continuing the recording. So as I was saying, the song that I want to channel today, maybe with a few tarot cards, I think we can check on the energy through tarot tonight. But yeah, I wanted to channel the lyrics because first of all, it really caught my attention, the fact that the Grouch and this song Missing You are like new like introductions and special songs for Colombia when it came to the set list. But especially Missing You, because I believe that's part of the energy. It can be that somebody misses you or you miss someone. If this is a mirror situation, it can be that both of you are missing you, missing each other, I'm sorry, and missing you at the same time. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and read the lyrics for you. And let's see what we can get out of this message. I don't know how long am I gonna take. I know that the last readings were kind of long, so, and it's late. I don't plan to like go through a long reading, but that depends on the channel message and what spirit wants to say to us through tarot. Also, I'm gonna start uploading shorts. I've done that for some of my Spanish readings. Remember that I upload both English and Spanish readings because I'm from Colombia, so Spanish is my native language. But I like to upload English readings as well because it can help me connect with people from around the world, not necessarily, I don't know, like America or Spain or, you know. So yeah, let's get started with the song then. Remember, this was played for the last time in 2013, 12 years ago. 12 can be significant maybe, or the year 2013, maybe something relevant really happened for you around that year, or the number 12 can be significant, maybe a date, I don't know. So the lyrics go like this. Waking up feeling naked in my clothes inside a room that's vacant, lost my nerve is unnerving, I know there's something I'm forgetting, I search the moon I lost my head. I even looked under the bed. I punched the walls, I hit the street, I'm pounding the pavement looking. That's when I say, I'm missing you. Oh, I love them so much. I'm missing you. You're not around and I'm a complete disaster. I'm missing you. What else? Remember, it was the first time I told you I love you at the bus station. Don't forget, because it's not over. I'm not lost, because I'm missing you. The last part of the song says, well, she's my blood, well, she's my soul. I get so lost out in the cold. Feel so far like this lone star. It gets so hard when I'm missing you. You're not around and I'm a fucking disaster. I'm missing you. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just that I think about the show and I get so emotional because it was so great. You have no idea how special Green Day is for me. And this song brings an energy of someone really special, maybe you had a connection with, that maybe you're going through a separation with someone. This can be romantic, this can be friendship. Remember that you have to adapt it to your situation, because this is general and maybe not all the reading will resonate with you, or maybe it will, I don't know. But what I'm saying is that I wanted to talk about something else. Okay, I'm gonna make a pause here with the song because I want to go back into it. But I want to say, I don't know if I already said it, I forgot to be honest, that I'm gonna start uploading shorts out of the readings, like fragments through shorts. I did say that already, I think. I did it with Spanish readings, but I'm gonna do it with the English readings as well, especially those that have like many views or like the most views. I'm gonna start taking those fragments and put it into shorts so I can reach like a different kind of audience, if you know what I mean. But whatever, let's go back to the song. So yeah, maybe you're in a separation with someone, maybe you're missing someone, or maybe someone is missing you. Again, if this is mirrored, it can happen both ways. But what really catches my attention is this part, the last part, where it says, well, she's my blood, well, she's my soul. I get so lost out in the cold. This gives Five of Pentacles energy, like being left out in the cold. Maybe you had to walk away, maybe you set boundaries, or maybe like, you know, it fizzled out, whatever, I don't know. But like, it's really powerful to say, well, she's my blood, well, she's my soul, right? This can talk about like a really deep connection. Feel so far like this lone star. And today I'm about to channel this in the Spanish message, but I want to talk about this too because I think it's related. When I went to Panama last year, and I bought this. It's a constellation guide to watch the sky by National Geographic. I think they publish one every year, but I'm not sure. This one is for last year, and here in page 48, I don't know, 48 may be significant, maybe an age. They were talking about double stars, and maybe in English I think it's called twin stars. You can see it's in Spanish, but it says estrellas dobles in the northern hemisphere. So this means twin stars, and then you can see like a picture. I don't know if I'm showing it, like here, right? So this really caught my eye, and I'm gonna talk about it in the Spanish reading because there I've been channeling like soul connections and twin flames and soulmates and stuff like that, and I believe that's relevant to this. Feel so far like this lone star. Maybe this is a soul connection in which you came from the same star, or like in the vicinity of stars. Remember that according to theories, we come from, and I believe it's true. Scientifically, it's been talked about and by, I don't know. It reminds me kind of Carl Sagan, when I think he says, let me search for the actual sentence because I don't want to mess this up. Hold on just a moment, okay? Okay. This is by a quote by Carl Sagan. I admire his work. I have one of his books on my shelf, and he says that we are made of star stuff. We are a way for the universe to know itself. So I believe it's true. I believe that, I mean, matter, like the elements that like make our, like matter, like everything that we see and can touch, it's star made. It came from a star. So I believe that when in the song they talk about like a lone star, I believe that this talks about two souls that were maybe in the vicinity of stars in which they were created, with where they come from. And if you think of a soul connection like that, when it's, sorry, my dog was barking over there. Where I'm gonna take that as confirmation. But what I'm saying is that this can talk about two souls that are really similar when it comes to the core, when it comes to like the foundation of who they are as individuals. So we can be talking about maybe a twin flame connection, in which in twin flame connections it's really normal to find separations, right? Separation period. Because remember that I don't know if I was saying this in an English reading or a Spanish reading. I believe sorry, my hair is like, oh my god. It's so crazy. I believe that it was in the Spanish reading where they were, you know what, I'm gonna just go like this. Sorry, it is what it is. It's really late and I'm gonna comb my hair just for you to watch me here. I think I look good enough for being almost 11 p.m. So I forgot what I was saying. That we're talking about twin stars and twin flames. Oh yeah, that separation is required when it comes to twin flame connections, because these types of connections, and I'm saying twin flame as a term, some people know them as soulmates, but in my personal belief, I think we can have many soulmates in which we have a similar vibration and like a soul level, but I believe that we have only one twin flame, and that's like the core soul, same frequency, right? Like some people say that twin flames come from, it's like a single soul split into two bodies, or some people say that the core frequency of the soul is pretty much the same. So when we deal with these kinds of connections, soulmates or twin flames, it can get really complicated because there can be differences, and those are connections that really invite you to grow. It's an invitation to grow. It's a mirror, right? It's a mirrored soul. So it's someone who can show you I don't know, everything about you, like the coolest and biggest and greatest parts of you, but it can also can also show you like the negative, like the things you maybe need to work on. So it's a challenge, right? And not everybody's up for the challenge, and that's when free will comes to the table. But going back to the song, yeah, you're not around and I'm a fucking disaster. I'm missing you. That show was amazing, guys. You have no idea how happy I am and how happy I'll probably be like in the next months. This year I've attended, I think, 3 concerts in like Green Day and System of a Down in April were like boom, like oh my god, like oh my fucking god, like everything. So right now I'm with the fever, like Green Day fever, because I just saw them live last Sunday. Yeah, so remember the song is called Missing You by Green Day. I love you, Billie Joe Armstrong. You're everything. But whatever. Let's do some tarot to check what the energy can bring us like today. Let's see. Ooh, the King of Swords. This is really detached, maybe someone who's really calm and really nonchalant. This is air energy, so remember that's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Hi everybody, to my air signs. I'm a Libra, I'm an air sign, so this is ruled by thoughts. This is someone who can be very logical. I'm talking about an energy, right? Doesn't have to be like I don't know, something that specific, but I'm channeling. In this case, will be a masculine energy. Remember that I'm talking about energies, not gender, meaning that this can apply to either gender, but this is someone who again is really logical, is really like mind over heart, someone who's really detached, someone who can be really cold, someone who doesn't like to show emotions, and his sword is up. Do you see? So he's on guard. Maybe there's someone who maybe is on guard with you, or you are feeling on guard with someone. Okay, let's see what else. Ooh, the Ace of Swords, but it's in the reverse. This is also air energy. Remember, swords are air energy. And here's my cat saying hello to you guys. This can be someone maybe hiding the truth from you. Maybe hiding this truth that they are missing you. They don't want you to know that. Or maybe there's something they're hiding from you. I wouldn't say like an upfront lie. Remember that if it's the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. And the Six of Cups. Hey you, can you move? I think he's not gonna move. So let me reaccommodate myself to deliver the message with my cat taking space on the screen. So what I'm saying is that probably this King of Swords, this cold, detached, masculine energy is hiding the truth from you. I'm not saying this is like a horrible lie or a horrible not truth. This guy doesn't have a wife and he's flirting with you, this guy, something like major and heavy. And to be honest, I don't know what people would kind of entertain those kinds of energies. I'm not judging you. If that's the case, I'm not judging here. I don't judge anybody, and I don't expect to be judged by other people because I don't judge them. What I'm saying is that I'm not channeling that kind of energy. I think that what they are hiding is that the fact that they are missing you, that they think about you more than they maybe let on, or that they miss your presence, that they miss their twin star, that they miss that they miss. I remember again, she's my blood, she's my soul. Maybe they miss their other part, their other half, their other soul, like twin soul, right? That's what I think this King of Swords is really hiding. Like they are missing you, that they are thinking about you, that maybe they don't want you to know that for whatever reason, I don't know. Now here's the Hermit. This is Virgo energy. Hi Virgos, we're in Virgo season still, I think. So happy birthday to all of you. This can talk about spiritual awakenings. This can talk about isolation, but not in isolation like in a bad way, but as isolation to reflect and to find yourself spiritually. That's the meaning. And here we have the Six of Cups. This can be a past life connection, a soulmate connection. This can be a connection that can how can I say this, that can, uh, activate or connect with your inner child. Maybe you feel more childlike, and I don't know, you connect with each other's inner child. That's what I'm trying to say. You activate, and those are the powerful parts of having a soul connection with someone, or those specific soul connections, that they can help you feel like a child again, and but also they can act like trigger maybe those childhood wounds. So that's why it can be intimidating, and it can be, I don't know, like a foreign feeling, especially if we're connecting, or if we are going through an awakening with someone who's more focused on the 3D reality than on the spiritual path. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much what I have right now. But yeah, that really makes me think of the inner child. Maybe they activate your inner child, or maybe there's something about their inner child that reacts to you when you guys are connecting. And again, if someone's missing you, we can be talking about separation. So separation is required for those kinds of connections. I think I already said that. Because it helps you grow. It helps you to become a better version of yourself. That's kind of the invitation of soul connections like these deep past life, soul connections. You may have been married to this person in a past life, or that's another thing. Maybe they lost you, or maybe you lost them in a past life. Maybe you loved each other deeply before, but since we are born again and reincarnate in this reality, we don't remember those things. And this can really trigger fears of abandonment, fears, of those things that we may not remember. Yeah, let's see what else can we get. Oh my god, this came out in the Spanish. Do you see? Someone feels left out in the cold. Maybe you cut someone off. Maybe someone cut you off. Maybe due to the circumstances, the connection fizzled out. So this person, this energy, this King of Swords may be feeling out in the cold. Like they don't know what you're doing, or they want to know what you're doing, but at the same time they don't want to recognize it because they're hiding it, right? They're hiding this information from you. So they don't want you to know that they want to know what you're doing, or that they don't want you to know that they're missing you, but they are. I mean, this person feels left out in the cold. This came out in the Spanish reading that I made, uploaded. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before. The last one that I uploaded, this came out. So this is the Knight of Pentacles, and this is the King of Pentacles, right? I am interpreting. Remember that Pentacles can talk about material gain, money. Both of them are related to earth signs, maybe a younger earth sign. That's Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Hello guys. You don't have to be like an air sign or an earth sign or a Virgo. As I've channeled before, this is just the energy that is coming out, but if you are, that may be resonating with you too. This knight is going through a transformation to become a king. Is in the process of becoming a king. And if we talk about pentacles, it maybe that person is saving more money, maybe they are investing, maybe they are working harder to build a foundation, because I think that's something really common when it comes to masculine energies. They want to provide, right? They are the providers, so they want to have like a solid foundations, financially speaking. And actually some of them really wait until they feel financially secure to find love, or not to find love, but to commit to someone, or to be fully open to love. I think that's something really masculine, that need to be really financially stable or financially successful to be in a connection with someone. So that may be part of their growth, maybe that's part of their priorities right now. This King of Swords may be working to become the King of Pentacles, like making smart decisions when it comes to money. Let's pull out, like, I don't know, 3 more, whatever the tarot has to say, because sometimes I say a specific number of cards and they just show me something else. So let me just shuffle and see what we can get before we close this reading. In the meantime, remember that if you want to follow me, at Always Worshipper, 30:30 on my timer. I was watching when I was talking and I saw it. 30 can be significant, maybe an age, maybe a date. So yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at Always Worshipper, or you can like subscribe, comment, anything you can do to exchange energy with me. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you guys for that. Let's see. So we have many cards in the reverse. So we have the Fool in the reverse. This can, well, in the upright, it can talk about a leap of faith, but in this case came out in the reverse, meaning that somebody maybe is holding back when it comes to making, like, having a leap of faith towards you. Maybe that's the reason why the separation is going through, because they are going through an awakening, because they are like working on their financial gain. There may be other reasons why this masculine energy isn't acting upon you. But remember that for whatever reason they don't do that, they don't do it, it's fine. First of all, if they don't do it, maybe somebody else will. And I'm not saying it like in a horrible way. I'm saying like everything comes at the right time. I think that there's some component of divine timing over here. We have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. On the upright, it can talk about a love offer. Remember, I think this person is actually really holding back when it comes to emotions. Maybe they have a hard time expressing emotions, or maybe they don't want to deal with it. That can be another reason why this came up in the reverse. Like, it's on a standstill. They don't want to act on it, or they can't. Some people really assume that they just don't want to, but maybe there are reasons behind that you don't know about, and they can't act upon that, right? Oh yeah, maybe I strongly feeling that I'm strongly feeling that this is more related to someone who has a hard time expressing emotions. That's really normal when it comes to masculine energy. I'm not saying that it's okay, but I'm saying that it's a regular thing. It's normal to see that masculines have a hard time expressing their emotions, especially when they are sure. The more scared and the more sure they feel, the more scared they can feel, and the harder it is for them to express their emotions toward a feminine. Remember, again, I'm talking about energies, not gender. Remember that this can apply to either gender, and you must put yourself where you belong. Okay? Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm having here. And we have the Eight of Cups in the reverse. For that one, I think I'm gonna check. I know that in the upright it's walking away, right? But I'm gonna check the reverse meaning, because to be honest, I'm still learning how to read tarot, and for some cards I just rather check on it, so I can provide you the right information, and actually I can keep on learning the cards. The website that I use is called labyrinthos.co. That's labyrinthos.co. I think that they have a really great way to break down the meaning of each card when it comes to tarot. So let's go to the reverse meaning. Okay. Eight of Cups reversed. Getting the reversed Eight of Cups can show that one is in a state of confusion about which path they are supposed to take. The confusion usually arises from not working what is best for you, and in the end drifting in a sea of uncertainty that is going to be the resulting effect. One is likely to find themselves being aimless and having not clear goals in their lives. maybe that's part of it, right? Since the king of swords is working on their financial aspects, to be like move on from the knight to become the king of pentacles. I believe that's part of it too. Maybe they are having a hard time finding their path in which they are supposed to find this financial gain, or maybe they are being stuck when it comes to their spiritual side. Since we were talking about with the hermit that they were going through like enlightenment, like a period of solitude. Remember that separation is important for both souls to find themselves in, if they're meant to be. I mean, people need to trust that we're having like divine guidance, and if things are meant to us, we cannot lose them. I think there's a quote that says, you lose what you cling to. The more you cling to something and you want to hold it tight, the easiest or the most likely, the more likely you're 11:11 in the timing, like 11:11 p.m. This can talk about union maybe, but what I was saying is that you lose what you cling to. So separation is important for souls to find themselves. You can't come into union if you haven't found yourself, if you're not in a like confident and more healed version of yourself. And I'm not saying that everybody's perfect and everybody should change to be in the union. It's not about change, but about growth. Because a stable connection requires growth, whether you like it or not. It's just that way. If we come into union prematurely with a soul connection, can really mess it up. So like those transformations that we're seeing here are important, and people need to be patient. I mean, you can wait. I mean, and I'm not saying waiting for a person, please. O sea, I'm sorry, I'm speaking Spanish, meaning that you don't have to wait specifically for someone. What you need to do is just take that energy and focus on yourself. Focus on your goals, on what you want to improve about yourself. And since it's a mirror situation, the only thing you can do is hope that the other soul is going to do the same job, the same work in themselves, so you can come into union in a higher vibration, and it becomes a healthy connection. Okay, let's do one more and let's see what we can get. I love it how I say one or two more and then I get like many. So, okay, the devil. The devil can talk about obsession, maybe addictions, maybe something that's holding you back or holding them back. But I believe that's obsession. I think that someone is low-key obsessed. Maybe they're checking on you however they can, social media, or I don't know, like at work, if you see each other at work all the time, maybe they keep an eye on you and you maybe don't realize it, or maybe you do. Like, this is general, remember. Capricorn energy. Hello, Capricorns. Strength, Leo energy. We just passed Leo season. Remember, like, hi to everyone, to someone if they are a Leo. This can talk about the inner strength. Like someone who's fierce. How you see how this reminds me of the Beauty and the Beast, like she loves him. Lions can be intimidating, right? And they are the king of the jungle and stuff, right? But see how she just like is petting him. I don't know if it's pet or patting him like in the head, and holding the lion. I believe that symbolizes like the Beauty and the Beast. We have the Four of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, but I'm working on the minor arcana, so let me see what the meaning is. bear with me, okay? I'm still learning. um, so the oh my god, what happened? Hold on. The Four of Swords. Hold on just a moment. I still have that song in my head, like I'm missing you. Oh, he's like, that man is so beautiful. Such a good frontman too. And Green Day was amazing. I can't stop talking about it. I'm sorry. But let's check the Four of Swords. This can talk about stillness. Maybe it says that after the time of chaos, anger, and pain depicted on the Three of Swords. Remember, the Three of Swords talks about heartbreak. The Four of Swords can signal that it's time to retreat. The Four of Swords is a moment of rest. Do you see how she's resting over here? And these are the thoughts or whatever, but I think that's really important too, and this is really connected also to the Hermit card. I think we are in a moment of stillness, of I don't want to say standstill, but maybe a standstill. Like both souls are called to retreat from each other, as painful as it is, because I know it can be really painful, especially when you love someone so much. But remember that love without growth, or without like direction, or without a solid foundation, it's not gonna last. So it's better to like wait for it. And when I say wait for it, just focus that all that energy into you, and you will attract it. Remember that. So yeah, this is a moment to rest, to be still, to be in solitude, to reflect. It says here, the Four of Swords is a moment to rest. Whether this is from a choice to withdraw, or whether it is from pure exhaustion, it's not clear. That depends on you. That's a general reading. You can be exhausted and tired, not only in this aspect of the connection, but also in general. Maybe work is being exhausting. I don't know, maybe some situation about your health, something like is really like getting you tired or exhausted. So it's a really good time to rest, to retreat and rest, and spend time in solitude. People underestimate the value of being alone, and one thing is to and like being comfortable in your alone time is what I'm trying to say. Okay, Nine of Pentacles. I think this talks about maybe some instability when it comes to material gain, when it comes to money, finances. I think that's a meaning, but I'm gonna double check it with you just right now. The Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Ooh. Reverse Nine of Pentacles, meaning it can be indicative of suffering from financial issues. It can perhaps indicate a false display of security and stability. Okay, maybe a facade that somebody's doing really well when they maybe aren't. There may be a desire to keep up appearances, to have all the finer things in life, even when we cannot afford to do so. Where does this stem from? I'm not one to pretend, but again, I'm not judging anybody. That's not the idea. But I believe that it's really important to go within and check. Maybe, am I overspending? Am I having bad habits when it comes to my finances? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what people say or think. What I think is more important is that you need to be like in a peace state of mind, and finances can really remove that peace from you if you're having trouble paying your bills, or if you are overspending, again, being impulsive with your purchases. I've been there, I know what what that's like. But it's a really good time to reflect when it comes to finances. Okay. Yeah, that's what we got for today. I'm gonna leave it here, guys. It's been 45 minutes of reading. Thanks for watching. If you like this content, you can follow me, subscribe, comment, share this with whoever maybe they needs to hear it. I really, again, appreciate it. It really helps my channel grow, and it helps me connect with your energy. Thanks for watching. You can follow me on Instagram at alwaysworshipper, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.